We continue our coverage of this historic Supreme Court decision overturning Roe v. Wade and putting the power to make abortion laws back in the hands of the states. President Joe Biden fueled an international discussion and some controversy this week when he made those comments, accusing Russian President Vladimir Putin of committing genocide in Ukraine. We're in front of Robb Elementary, where you can see this area is taped off. Now, the people here in this tight-knit community are shattered, heartbroken, and angry that an 18-year-old Uvalde high school student reportedly walked through the back door at Robb Elementary and opened fire on a classroom of students. Here he goes. The plane is speeding up. It is just about 9:31 Eastern time. President, again, if you're just joining us, taking off to survey that storm damage in western Kentucky. It is just one thing after another, a community in recovery, but still trying to help one another out. And we are seeing those donations continue to pour in this morning, not only from folks in the Commonwealth, but all over the nation. Starting tomorrow, the United States is restricting travel from 8 African countries after the discovery of a new COVID-19 variant, Omicron. As a result, Americans like Lauren Kennedy Brady are stuck in limbo in South Africa. She joins us now to share more about her experience. Lauren, first, thank you for being here. If you could walk us through what you're going through and what you're hearing on the ground there.
Hey, Sarah, thank you so much for having me.
This number, folks, has really climbed up. I just refreshed it. It's over 31,000, nearing 32,000 power outages. And primarily, it's in Cabarrus County, outside Mecklenburg County here in the state. Over 16,000 outages, actually pretty close to 17. And I checked in with our meteorologist, Matthew East, who says that region of the state in particular is seeing wind gusts over 35 miles per hour. So that certainly could be part of the reason. Volunteers from all over Texas gathered here to cook up some barbecue and raise some money for families here in Uvalde. It's yet another example of Texans helping Texans following the heartbreak at Robb Elementary. Alyssa Gonzalez and her fellow seniors walked through the halls here at Robb Elementary one day before the shooting. She says she even high-fived some of the victims. It's a memory she won't forget. One day before Robb Elementary changed forever, Uvalde High School seniors walked through the halls one last time.
Seeing all their little smiles and everything and their signs, a few of my friends got little drawings and everything from them, and I know that's something that they're definitely going to cherish.
Today, Alyssa Gonzalez would have been a high school graduate, but that doesn't matter to her anymore.
I just keep thinking about how I would take the place of all the children if I could. And I know that wouldn't be fair to my parents, but they didn't deserve it. And I would take the place of all of them, all of the teachers, all of the kids, because just to give them a sliver of what I've lived through and gotten to experience, I would do it in a heartbeat.
That night, she went to the home of 10-year-old Xavier Lopez, one of the 19 children killed in Tuesday's massacre.
I could feel the pain and just seeing her cry for him. It was like really hard being there.
Alyssa's father was flying in from California to celebrate his daughter's graduation.
I really don't express my feelings a lot, but can't help it.
As a parent, he says it'll be hard to ever send his kids back to school.
There was a lot of children that passed away. That's a lot of people that are going to suffer through this, who are affected by this. I'm not from here, and it really frightens me.
And they agree something needs to change.
I just don't want it to happen again. I don't want my family to have to worry about that happening again. Especially in this town where it was supposed to be a safe haven and a little retirement area for my grandparents and everything.
Alyssa and all the Uvalde seniors, their graduation was supposed to be yesterday. It's now been postponed. She says if they do ever have it, she plans to write the names of all the victims on her cap. Reporting at Robb Elementary, Sarahrudlang, Spectrum News. And the last time we spoke to reporter Madison Elliott, we were hearing more sleet. And I always say, Madison, sleet has a beat. That's one of the ways that you can tell the difference between some of this precipitation. But is that still the case out there? I want to show you all what was in my trunk.
All of your goodies for a snow day like this.
Yes, Caitlin is joining me. Caitlin is also, you've been in Maine and Illinois.
Yes.
I'm from Minnesota, so we both know what it's like to deal with snow.
Right.
And if you need some ideas, we're here for you. I want to give you a walkthrough. If you are seeing ice out there, if you can find it, ice melt is a really good go-to.
Of course.
I keep it in my trunk. You never know when you need it.
Especially in months like this, in January, you need to just have a little bit in your trunk.
Exactly. And if you can't find this, good old kitty litter. No, I do not have a cat. But this is just a cheap bag that I found at the store. This works really well to give you some traction if you are on slick roads and you're needing just a little bit of something and you don't have sand or ice melt to get you going. Some stabilization would be good.
Yes.
We know thousands of jobs are coming to North Carolina with companies like VinFast, Boom Supersonic, Toyota's electric vehicle plant, Apple, many more coming to the Tar Heel State. How do you think that impacts our local economy and inflation? If you remember, at that time I showed you some DeWalt tools. Check this out, you guys. Andrew here from Moore County brought the mother load of DeWalt tools just in time for Father's Day. And you know what, Justin? Kelly might have a couple extra pet projects for you at home, so this might be for you. Welcome to the beautiful Pisgah National Forest. It's no wonder Beth and Rob Brewster decided to make the Appalachian Mountains home for a month, but that could turn into much longer. This is for all my procrastinators out there. You still have time to run to the grocery store and fire up the oven. I'm alongside Chef Meredith Antonez. She's a personal chef and the owner of Tastefully Served in Raleigh, and she's here with a delicious meal that'll make Dad drool. So what's on the menu today, Meredith?
So today we're going to make a pan-seared ribeye with cream spinach and some crispy smashed potatoes.
The fest officially kicked off with the coronation of the Azalea Queen Wednesday night and continued Thursday as the Queen, her court, and festival officials made their way around the community.
I used to date an Azalea Festival Queen.
No way. You?
No, I didn't, but the way you reacted, it was very hurtful, Sarah. Very hurtful.
It's a sunny day.
It is sunny and it is cool outside, but that does not match any of the letters that I'm seeing on the screen. So I'm gonna pull one out of my armpit here and say shine.
There
No
you
way.
go. Folks, I want to tell you, before we got to this, Sarah was so nervous about it.
I've never called them hater blockers, but he goes around telling people I say that.
You say that,
I like
Justin.
that.
Don't
You might
lie
as
to the
well.
people.
Just gonna go with it.
I like that. Thanks, Aaron. Well, you'll need those hater blockers on the road this morning because the sun is up. Adrian, and you are tracking the traffic for us.
Sarah, you know what? Don't encourage that. Do not encourage Vernon.
Behind me here, check this out. We have a live camera in Fayetteville where you just saw our David Ivy minutes ago, where the rain clearly has picked up a lot. Sky's really darkened too. So coming up on Spectrum News 1, we're going to talk about Elsa arriving in the Tar Heel State. We're tracking the storm and keeping you up to date on the latest information. Stick around. Your morning on Spectrum News 1 continues after the break.